Welcome back to United Vision, your go-to spot for every twist, turn and transfer rumble around Old Trafford. Today, we've got a big one. Carlos Baleba, the Brighton star linked heavily with United, could be back on our radar with a rapid meeting lined up. Stick around, because this could be the midfield spark United have been crying out for. And hey, before we dive in, make sure you smash that subscribe button and join the family so you never miss a beat from the theatre of dreams. Manchester United set for rapid Carlos Baleba meeting after personal terms agreement. Manchester United transfer news as Carlos Baleba will meet with Ruben Amorim after United's summer interest. Manchester United will meet Carlos Baleba later this month, just weeks after the Reds inquired about the Brighton and Hove Albion Stars services. During the summer transfer window, United registered an interest in signing the defensive midfielder shortly after completing the signing of Benjamin Sesko. Brighton swiftly informed Ruben Amorim's men that Baleba wasn't for sale, and it wasn't long before United informed their Premier League rivals they would not pursue a move. Their interest is, however, expected to be reignited in the future. The Athletic reported after the transfer window closed that United had agreed personal terms with Baleba over a move to Old Trafford. However, Brighton's £150 million, at the minimum, valuation is said to have put them off. United eventually decided against signing a new midfielder before Monday's deadline, instead bringing goalkeeper Senna Lamens in. Amid speculation over his future, Baleba has remained extremely professional and started all 3 of Brighton's league games. The midfielder is currently away with Cameroon for their World Cup qualifying double-header against Eswatini and Cape Verde. Upon his arrival in England, the 21-year-old will return to the Brighton squad for a busy September. Fabian Hürzeler's side take on Bournemouth, Tottenham, Chelsea and Wolves in the league, and Barnsley in the Carabao Cup before the next international break. After the October pause in domestic football, United welcome Baleba to Old Trafford on October 25th. The game will see Amorim watch Baleba in action for the first time this season, and comes after a tough trip to rivals Liverpool the week previous. Baleba will have another chance to show United and Amorim what he can do on the final day of the season in May, when the reverse fixture takes place. And there you have it. Carlos Baleba, personal terms already agreed, and now a massive meeting with Amorim on the horizon. Do you think United should go all in on him despite Brighton's sky-high valuation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading every single one. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and hit subscribe with notifications on, so you're always in the loop with United Vision. Until next time, glory, glory, Man United. Meanwhile, in previous news,
Manchester United struck gold on electrifying star worth even more than Baleba. After finishing 15th last season, Manchester United required a major squad overhaul, which they got, well in 2 specific areas of the team anyway. On deadline day, the Red Devils signed Senna Lamens from Royal Antwerp for a reported fee of £22 million, including add-ons, certainly a big fee for a 23-year-old who has made just 64 senior appearances for the Belgian club. Nevertheless, goalkeeper was certainly a position of need, given Andre Onana's calamitous performance at Grimsby last Wednesday, as they were dumped out of the EFL Cup by 4th-tier opposition for the first time ever, while Altay Bayındır has not covered himself in glory during his 3 Premier League appearances either. This late move aside, the only other new additions to Ruben Amorim's squad have all been attackers, splurging a combined £207 million to sign an entirely new-look front 3. However, Could one of these forwards ultimately prove to be a bargain, especially when compared to the prime target Man United missed out on? To the surprise of many, Manchester United have not signed a new midfielder this summer, leaving a situation that is a complete mess. Earlier in the window, it was reported that Manchester United had held initial talks with Brighton over the possibility of signing Carlos Baleba, but the Seagulls would only be willing to sell for around the £115 million Chelsea paid to sign Moises Caicedo 2 years ago, which quickly ended this as a possibility. As the Cameroonian international did not arrive at Old Trafford, it would appear likely that Bruno Fernandes, alongside Casemiro, will remain Amorim's first-choice midfield combination, much to the chagrin of Kobbie Mainoo. Having seen 0 minutes during the first 2 Premier League fixtures, he was introduced at half-time against Burnley on Saturday. The England international submitted a loan request last week, but this was unequivocally rejected by the club. Considering Man United's next fixture is away at the Etihad, bringing Mainoo into the team appears to be a no-brainer, given that the 20-year-old has the capabilities to solve a lot of problems, as he did for England during their run to the Euros final. So, perhaps the Red Devils didn't need Baleba after all, not willing to smash their transfer record to secure his signature. But could one of their summer signings prove to be a bargain? At the start of the window, Old Trafford certainly did not appear to be Benjamin Šeško's most likely destination. After RB Leipzig finished 7th in last season's Bundesliga, thereby failing to qualify for any European competition, it was clear that the Slovenian would depart Saxony. Arsenal appeared to be the front-runners to secure his signature, but partially put off by Leipzig's humongous asking price, elected to sign Viktor Gyökeres instead. Then, as the Alexander Isak saga escalated, Newcastle agreed a fee to sign Šeško before, after the Magpies had done all the legwork, Manchester United swooped in and convinced him to sign for them instead of moving to Tyneside. Upon his arrival, Man United's sporting director Jason Wilcox asserted that the striker possesses a rare combination of electrifying pace and the to physically dominate defenders, believing he will fulfill his world-class potential at the club. The final fee paid for Šeško is £66.3 million plus £7.4 million in add-ons, which, even if all met, is still below his estimated transfer value of £108 million, according to the CIS Football Observatory. Meantime, they also believe that Baleba is worth around £75 million, supporting the decision Man United made in not progress any further with that deal, given Brighton's sky-high demands. So, even though Šeško is yet to get off the mark, time is on his side, considering he's just 22 years old, while he has proven himself to be a reliable goalscorer, bagging 39 across 2 seasons at Leipzig, on top of the 14 he's netted for Slovenia. Thus, while Manchester United have not been particularly smart in the transfer window for a decade and more, they might have just struck gold here, certainly improving their existing options. United fans, did the club make the right call avoiding Baleba and investing in Šeško? Could he be the striker to lead us back to glory? Or is this another gamble that might backfire? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to United Vision for more transfer scoops and tactical deep dives. Meanwhile, in other news,
Manchester United now reach total agreement to sign excellent star. With time ticking by on deadline day, Manchester United have reportedly reached a total agreement to sign one of their top targets just hours before the transfer window slams shut. The Red Devils have already had a busy day on the outgoings front in hope of making room for some much-needed fresh faces. At the death, it looks as though both Jadon Sancho and Antony are set to get their moves to both Aston Villa and Real Betis, freeing up space on United's hefty wage bill as a result. Antony's move will come as a particular relief after Betis responded to earlier reports that they had completed a move for the winger, saying, "There is no agreement for Antony, and we have withdrawn the offer. We can't afford the fee and the amounts that Manchester United must instead pay the player before the transfer." With 2 unwanted stars heading for the exit door, those at Old Trafford have also got to work on players that could arrive in the other direction. And the focus has been on finding a new goalkeeper. The main question has been regarding just who will be arriving to replace Andre Onana. There has been little doubts that the Red Devils would be welcoming a new number one after one mistake too many from the former Inter Milan man. It looked as though it would be Emiliano Martinez who arrives at one stage, as Manchester United shifted their focus towards the Argentine. Alas, after a late twist, United have now reportedly reached a total agreement to welcome an alternative option. As reported by The Athletic's David Ornstein, Manchester United have now reached a total agreement to sign Senna Lammens from Royal Antwerp to end a summer-long saga. Agreeing a deal worth €21 million, £18 million, Ruben Amorim is set to get his upgrade on Onana after United chased Lammens over Aston Villa's Martinez. Only time will tell whether they've made the right decision, but the stats certainly make for positive reading. Lammens outperformed Martinez in save percentage, saves, and only kept one less clean sheet than the Argentine. Described as a player with excellent variance in his passing by analyst Ben Mattinson, Amorim should finally have a goalkeeper at his disposal capable of building from his backline. And that could make all the difference. The 23-year-old's pending arrival is a major step in the right direction for Manchester United's goalkeeper department, and Amorim's squad, following investment this summer, must simply now kick on after the international break. Meanwhile, Real Madrid, one step away from signing Manchester United star in bombshell deadline day transfer. Real Madrid are now one step away from completing the signing of Man United midfielder Kobbie Mainoo on deadline day, according to reports. Red Devils boss Ruben Amorim made it clear in pre-season that Mainoo would be fighting it out with Bruno Fernandes for a role in the team this season. Fernandes, who is Man United captain, seems almost impossible to usurp, and former Rangers striker Ali McCoist thinks Amorim's demands of Mainoo are bizarre. McCoist told TNT Sports, "It's bizarre. I don't understand what's going on with Kobbie Mainoo, because you'd think that the way Manchester United are, he would be good enough to get into that team." And there are now rumours that Mainoo wants out, with transfer expert Fabrizio Romano revealing last week that the England international has made it clear that he wants to leave on loan. Romano wrote on X, "Kobbie Mainoo makes clear to Man United that he wants to leave the club on loan this summer. The decision has been made, and it's only for a loan move, not for permanent exit. Kobbie wants to play regular football. He doesn't want to leave Man United on permanent deal." And Mainoo's stance was unchanged as of yesterday, with the Daily Mail insisting that he is still determined to leave before the end of the window. Romano gave another update on Sunday. He said on X, "Manchester United keep blocking Kobbie Mainoo's exit on loan, especially after Cunha and Mount injuries. Mainoo insists to go, play and develop, but Man United want to keep him." Despite that, Spanish website Defensa Central claimed that Real Madrid are now one step away from signing the Manchester United midfielder before the 7 p.m. deadline. The La Liga outfit are willing to take on Kobbie Mainoo on loan, and the Man United star would be delighted to wear the Real Madrid shirt and play at the Santiago Bernabeu. The report adds, "The summer transfer window is about to close, and Kobbie Mainoo continues to pressure Manchester United to let him go out on loan to a team where he'll have real opportunities and can continue to develop as a player. It is claimed that Real Madrid had to back out of the Menu deal earlier in the summer as Dani Ceballos didn't move to Marseille. But now Los Blancos are aware that sooner or later they will need a playmaking midfielder. Meanwhile, in other news, Fabrizio Romano has just dropped a bombshell. United have made a late move for one of the world's very best goalkeepers. Stick around, because this one could change everything. At Old Trafford, Manchester United have entered the final days of the transfer window with a bold move that could define their season. A late approach for Aston Villa's World Cup winning goalkeeper, Emiliano Martinez. According to Fabrizio Romano, United have already made contact with both Villa and Martinez's camp to explore the conditions of a potential deal. With Andre Onana struggling to find form and Altay Bayindir failing to convince, Ruben Amorim knows that a strong, commanding presence between the sticks is a necessity, not a luxury. Martinez is no ordinary option. At 32 years old, he stands among the elite, having won the Yassine Trophy in back-to-back years as the world's best goalkeeper. His heroics on the international stage are already legendary, from saving penalties to secure Argentina's Copa America triumph in 2021, to playing a decisive role in their World Cup glory just over a year later. He's not only a shot stopper, he's a leader, a mentality monster, and a proven winner. United's goalkeeping woes have been well documented this season, and the timing of this move makes perfect sense. Martinez, valued at around £17 million, would bring instant stability, authority, and confidence to a defence that has lacked assurance since Onana's arrival. His experience in the Premier League with both Arsenal and Aston Villa only strengthens his case as the perfect short-term solution. For Aston Villa, losing Martinez at this stage of the window would be a crushing blow. But United's interest shows their determination to find answers before the deadline. Whether it's Martinez, Senne Lammens, or another late swoop, one thing is certain: the Red Devils need a goalkeeper they can trust, and Martinez could be the man to restore order at Old Trafford. So, Reds, imagine Emiliano Martinez walking out at Old Trafford, commanding that back line and saving us in these high-pressure moments. Would he be the ultimate upgrade on Onana? Or should United keep their faith in the current options? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and if you're new here, hit subscribe, because at United Vision, we bring you the biggest stories before they break. Meanwhile, in other news, Manchester United knocked out of the Carabao Cup by League Two side Grimsby Town. Yes, you heard that right. This is more than a defeat. This is humiliation, and it's left the football world stunned. The theatre of dreams turned into a theatre of nightmares as Grimsby Town delivered one of the greatest upsets English football has ever witnessed. United's £200 million squad, stacked with the likes of Matheus Cunha, Brian Mbeumo and Benjamin Šeško, were left stunned as the 4th division underdogs forced the game into penalties. When it mattered most, Andre Onana, United's £47 million goalkeeper, couldn't stop Burns' effort. Then, in a moment that summed up the chaos of this new United era, £60 million Brian Mbeumo smashed his penalty off the bar. The whistle blew, the Grimsby fans stormed the pitch, and Manchester United were officially humiliated. This isn't just another defeat. It's the first time in history United have been eliminated from the League Cup by a 4th Division team. For Ruben Amorim, the walls are closing in fast. Backed with over £200 million this summer, his job was to return United to glory. Instead, the team looks disjointed, uninspired, and lost. Fans are split. Some are demanding patience, while many others are already calling for Amorim's head. And then, there's the Andre Onana problem. A year ago, he was seen as the solution. Today, he's viewed as another mistake. Whispers are growing louder. Should United sell Onana before the transfer window shuts? This is not just a cup exit, it's an identity crisis. Manchester United stand at a crossroads. Keep faith in Amorim, or make a bold decision that could change the season. So, Reds, the question is yours. Should Manchester United sack Ruben Amorim? Should the club cash in on Andre Onana before it's too late? Drop your answers in the comments, and let's debate it. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to United Vision.